Hello. This week there was sad news. At least 5 VR headsets can be buried. But there were also good news in the future. There will be their own Marcus Dell helicopters, and Samsung is making cheap micro-flying devices. Quest beta testers, check out the new firmware version 71. The 70th version was skipped by Meta. In theater mode, there are now not 4 windows, but 7. To be more precise, one large window opens along with 6 familiar windows on top of it. Virtual windows will start to take room geometry into account, meaning they will automatically stick to the floor, walls, or ceiling. Overall, the movement of VR windows has become smoother. The firmware code contains 2 mentions. First, at some point in the future, it will be possible to save website shortcuts on the home page. Additionally, the headsets may gain the capability for local detection for multiplayer applications. Support for Windows Mixed Reality has been removed from the latest update of Windows 11. If you update Windows, you will no longer be able to use Windows Mixed Reality headsets in any form, even on Steam. The Mixed Reality Portal app can be downloaded from third-party websites. We don't have a WMR headset to test, so we'll wait for feedback from owners of such headsets. But it's better not to update Windows. However, the news from Microsoft doesn't end there. The company is ending support for HoloLens. The headsets will be discontinued in the near future. Remaining devices will be sold until supplies run out. HoloLens 2 will continue to receive updates that fix critical issues until December 31, 2027, after which software support will cease. The original HoloLens will receive its final update on December 10th of this year. You may have noticed that the Pico 4 has been unreasonably expensive lately. This is because its time has come to an end. Suppliers have reported that the Pico 4 has been discontinued for a month now. In news release number 84, we warned that this would happen in September. This includes the discontinuation of the Pro version and Pico 4 Enterprise. The company plans to actively promote Pico 4 Ultra. Now the headset sells above its cost price. Pico wants to make a profit on the hardware. The Pico 4 Ultra lags behind the Quest 3 for content and is slightly more expensive. The company Morst showcased a 3-minute overview of the Vive glasses, but this was clearly a response to an unsuccessful live event. I would like to remind you that at the booths, journalists were given the chance to try only one prototype, and it displayed a static image on a single lens. They say that they rolled out an update before the event that broke everything. And here it is, the video shows it. Look, this is not a scam. Everything is working for us. No matter how much people praise the image quality, everyone agrees that the software is still a bit raw. The overall review rating is mixed. The company had to postpone deliveries to the next day. South Korean media report that Samsung has begun developing affordable micro OLED displays for VR and AR headsets. Such displays will be on glass substrates rather than silicon ones. The pixel density may be lower than that of the Apple Vision Pro, but similar micro OLEDs will be able to provide a small distance between pixels. This means that there will be no mesh grid in them. They have the flaws of regular OLEDs. They will provide a wider viewing angle and a much lower cost. Potentially, they can even be used in budget headsets. Just one display for the Vision Pro costs Apple $228, and a second one is needed along with lenses costing $70. So this is great news. Micro-LED displays are currently a very promising direction for replacing LCD screens. But, as always, we will have to switch to waiting mode. Journalists say that the development has just begun. There is also a possibility that Samsung will close the project in a couple of years. But let's hope that this does not happen. In addition, Samsung is working on a competitor to Meta's Ray-Ban glasses in collaboration with Google. The publication The Information reports that there were disputes within Google. The corporation could not decide whether to create full-fledged ER glasses or smart glasses like Ray-Ban. Club VR does not believe in the success of the venture because Meta's glasses are sold thanks to the collaboration with Ray-Ban. The company is practically a monopoly in the global eyewear market. This is precisely why Google wanted to steal the partnership with Ray-Ban from Meta, but they were unsuccessful. In addition, Meta has signed a 10-year partnership contract. This secures them against bold companies like Google. Meta has launched new avatars. HTC Vive Ultimate trackers are now compatible with all headsets that work with SteamVR. They are also compatible with standalone headsets, such as QoS 3 or Pico 4 Ultra. Well, they say that the new trackers are complete garbage, and if you're going to get Vive trackers, it should only be the ones that require base stations. Here is Flappy Bird VR Flappy Experience can be downloaded for free. All you need to do is move your hands up and down like a bird and try to avoid the green pipes. Square Enix is bringing the popular tactical RPG triangle strategy to mixed reality. The developers have improved the tactical combat system for the VR version and adapted it for VR controls. Characters can be freely placed in 3D space on the battlefield. Your decisions affect the storyline and determine which units will ally with you. The turn-based role-playing strategy for Quest 2 and Quest 3 will be released on October 31st. A Helldivers will appear in VR. An official VR game titled Starship Troopers Continuum has been announced, based on the Starship Troopers franchise. Sony Pictures Virtual Reality and XR Games will be working on it. The latter are the ones who made the remake of Hitman. Reviews and fakes are available on our channel. You can check them out. A cooperative shooter for 3 players will be released on October 17th for Quest and on October 31st for PlayStation VR 2. If a party can't be found, you can easily play solo. It's interesting how XR Games plans to release and support the game based on Starship Troopers if there are news about large-scale layoffs within the studio. Several employees confirmed the news of the reduction of 72 people across various departments, including the entire IT team. Perhaps this will be beneficial after the failed Hitman. Do you remember Hello Dot? It's a half-baked Tamagotchi with mixed reality from Niantic. There's not much to do there. The company plans to expand the content for Quest 3 with a paid expansion. It is expected to be released next year. The expansion will provide additional creatures, cosmetics, and toys. Well, I don't know. It seems to me that we need to make full-fledged Tamagotchis. The concept is cool, but playing with it is only interesting for about 3 minutes. Along with the Hello Dot update next year, another pet simulator is planned for release. It is being developed by the former creators of God, a now closed VR game. Some team members were creating basic training applications on Quest First Steps. Now, developers are looking for people with Quest 3 to help provide feedback on the project. The studio has not yet revealed the final title. The release is planned only for Quest. Games of the Week. What new virtual reality games can you add to your library? For Quest Plus subscribers, there are new games in October. These include the arcade shooter Zombieland Headshot Fever and the puzzle game Down the Rabbit Hole about Alice in Wonderland. The price has not changed. The subscription costs $8 per month or $60 for an annual subscription. Exploding Kittens VR by Saber Interactive adapts the card game Exploding Kittens for the Quest virtual reality headsets. The platformer Max Mustard from the developers Regis Plank Experience has been released on PSVR 2. The game is also available on Quest and PC VR. Did you want a new VR Astrobot? We have an Astrobot at home. Metal Hall Singer, as promised, was released a week later on TC VR and PSVR 2. Quest users were able to try it out a little earlier. An interactive anime film based on the story of Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom has been released on Quest. Content for trash streamers has arrived. Snapstick is a series of fun puzzles. It's probably really enjoyable. The release took place on the Quest platform. PC gamers were also pleased with the strategy game Vestiges Fallen Tribes featuring an auto-battler. That's all for today. Thank you for watching our video to the end. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and leave comments. See you in the future.